Hello, Dr. Schultz in American Christian Heritage class. My name is Josiah Olson, and I decided to do my fundamentalist uh, topic on J. Gresham Machen. Machen was born in 1881, and he grew up in a very intellectual household. His father knew many languages and even learning one up until the age of 80. His mother wrote a book, and she enjoyed many things school-wise. And so, growing up in that environment, he also learned a lot about church, and he pursued education due to that family background. And he got his bachelor's degree, his master's, and eventually achieved his doctorate degree. Um, now, he did become an ordained minister with the Presbyterian Church, but he waited until 1914. He had some doubts, and it wasn't until he dove into his studies and learned Koine Greek, the kind of Greek that the New Testament was written in originally. It wasn't until into his depths of study that his doubts, um, due to his own relationship with the Lord, faded away, and he felt alright being an ordained minister. And his name sounded familiar to me, and I didn't realize it until I put two and two together that in my undergrad I took Greek 1 and 2, and this was the textbook that we used, New Testament Greek for Beginners, that Machen wrote. And this is a well-used textbook for everyone learning the basics of Greek. It was frustrating, but I remember it to this day. And so um, he was a very, very highly intelligent man, and I consider him to be one of the early 20th century American Christian intellectuals. He doesn't get as much of a reputation as a C.S. Lewis or a G.K. Chesterton due to his controversy with the Presbyterian Church, and not having any, not being married or having children, and then dying relatively early in life, and so he gets lost in the background, and he had some personality quirks that didn't make him the most friendly person, but he did love his students and he did love people and stood up for truth. Um, he When World War I approached, he did not serve as a soldier in the war, but he did go to Europe, and he served as a volunteer, helping with different medical needs and transportation. And the war did impact him. And when he came back to the United States, a close family friend of theirs was Woodrow Wilson, and uh, Woodrow Wilson basically Machen didn't like the 14 points and what he wanted to do, and so after World War I, he taught at Princeton Seminary, taught there for years, and it was while he was there that the controversy with the Presbyterian Church occurred. And his local presbytery took him to court, and he found him guilty, and they took away his ministering credentials, and therefore he decided to start his own denomination, which is called the Orthodox Presbyterian Church. But he died prematurely at the age of 55 to pneumonia due to overwork, and so he didn't live to see the fruition of his church. But he is someone that you should definitely look more into, and you can see my sources and the newspaper clippings I have, and I encourage you to, I want to hear your comments and your feedback about him, and thank you so much.